Hello, this is Everything's Cards. Today we are looking at fake Pokemon. Just going to try and do a short video, maybe give you an idea of some of the things to look out for. Some you might already know, some you might not, but I just want to stop people getting scammed into buying fakes. So we've got here what looks like a Scarlet and Violet Destined Rivals booster pack. It is a fake pack. It's quite easy to spot, really.
First thing, it's quite roomy there, isn't it?
It is. There's a lot of room in there. Yeah. So usually Pokemon cards, they're fairly tight. There can be some difference depending on where it was packaged, because there's various depots. But this has got a lot of room in there, so I wouldn't be confident anyway. It feels very light as well. A typical booster pack, 22, 23 grams. A fake one's going to be lighter, just over 16 grams. We know that's definitely going to be fake. There's not a single booster pack genuine that's going to be that light. Looking at it, I mean, the colours are good, looking good. Fakes generally look a lot better now. They're definitely getting harder to spot. Usually they have this kind of serration where they've done them in a batch and used a cutter to do it. A real one, it's a straight line across there. The seal doesn't need that serrated cut. So if you see a serrated cut, they're not real. Don't touch them. I bought this actually from a booster bundle on eBay. I suspected this was the box of these are all fake. I'm going to do a longer video soon, but we're just going to look at this single pack for the moment, give you some more pointers. I thought it was fake before I bought it, but I wanted something to show on here, and when I got it, it was fake. It was the price really that alerted me first off. The picture was of a genuine one. It wasn't what I received, but it was more expensive than it should have been for a fake. Quite often you see really cheap ones on there, but it wasn't as expensive as I would expect, particularly being Destined Rivals. I bought it from eBay. When I got it, it was straight away easy to spot for me, knowing what I'm looking for. And eBay will cover you. They don't want counterfeit products on there, so you will be protected. So if you did accidentally buy something and it was fake, you just contact the seller, and if not, go back to eBay and they will deal with it for you. Let's have a closer look here then. So I mean, graphics wise, it's not bad. The coloring's slightly off, but you wouldn't know it unless you had one to compare it against. Obviously it probably is taken from the artwork. You can see at the bottom here it says 10 additional game cards. That's normally a solid stripe, whereas this we can see through it, so they've kind of made a slight mistake there. And looking at the back, it's got a barcode. If it was from a booster bundle, usually they don't have barcodes because they're not for individual sale. That's not always the case. We've got all the typical wording and stuff on here. 2025 Pokemon. It looks fairly good. There's some font differentiation. Is that a word? We'll go with that. And sometimes there's little typos. So got to catch them all's okay here. Actually, when we look on the it was on the sleeve of the bundle. They missed out the apostrophe there. So there's just little typos. Got to catch being one word, which it's not, and stuff like that. Yeah. Let's go in. Let's have a look now. Booster packs, when they will have a scanner card, they will have your energy card, and then a load of other cards. They'll all be the correct way round, with the front facing forwards and the back's facing the back. As I open this, we can see straight away that it's got a front facing the back, and it's an EX. That wouldn't happen in a traditional pack. I would be looking at a scanner card there, so I know that this isn't right. The texture, it feels all off. The color, you can see, look, there's some differences in color there. So this one that was on the front, the EX, is a different color. The cornering is not very good. We've actually got a piece there of cornering that's not been trimmed properly. They've actually had these trimmed after they were produced. They all look pretty rubbish, and they feel light. If we turn to the front and we can have a look, so that is very glossy. It's very off center as well. That's not how we get a half art like that. You just, anyone that knows would just know that it feels all wrong. It's really weird. I mean, these are really dull as well. I don't think you can probably tell. They've got a shine to them, which you wouldn't expect, but the coloring's all dull, like a copy of a copy of a copy. And it's slightly out of focus, some of the writing there. Only slightly, particularly with the smaller writing. I think, yeah, it's just, it's all back to front. There's no scanner card. There's no energy card. It's just, everything about it's not good. Now, something else to look for. The way that they make real Pokemon cards is a bit like making quality playing cards. They use something called pasteboard. So they take 2 quality card stocks, white, and they put a black core in the center of it and stick it together. That's so you can't see through the cards. And it just adds to the quality. This just feels like cardboard. I suspect this is just cardboard. It's much lighter. It doesn't have that quality stock. The bordering's way off there. You can get that occasionally. If I rip it, you will just see it's just cheap white paper. There's no coloured core in there. It's just one sheet of card. It's just appalling. So I guess that's the main thing to look for. So look at the packaging. Has it got the serration? Has it got a transparent bit or not? It shouldn't be transparent down here on that bar at the bottom. Is there room in the pack? That's your first clues. Then if you do open them after buying them, is there an energy card? Are they in the correct order? I mean, these were all the correct way up, but they were back to front. So the good card was at the front and they were in reverse way round in there. And yeah, the colouring's off. So they've obviously had to use a different printing method for the one that was slightly more foiled. There were no reverse hollows in there. There was, there's a load of rubbish cards. The weight was off. No black core. I think that's, that there's so many clues there. I think we need to really go on. Hopefully that will save you from being scammed with counterfeit or fake product. I hope you've got something out of that. We'll do a longer form video at a later date. We've got lots of other examples and bits of information we can add in, but that's the general gist of it. If you've got anything good out of that, please like and subscribe to the video. We post real Pokemon cards and other trading cards all the time, daily, and from the app as well. So do have a look at our shorts, look at our long forms. We love what we do. We collect these cards. We're genuinely passionate about them. Don't be scammed. Thank you for watching.